After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Kaiser White on the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Broncos.
A first down carry for Barkley. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A 7-yard.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Stafford. Coleman has it here right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And this will be a touch. Back is at Sales over the end line.
25-yard line.
Carr now on first down. We'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
93.
Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to Kupp complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
31-yard line.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a play fake here on first down. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Stafford will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's picked up by the Broncos. And careless with the football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
19 yards.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
26.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 16, Chargers nothing.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Broncos 23, Chargers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
10 more
options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 36, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that makes it 23-7.
Makes the score Broncos 23, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
16-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stanford. His throw caught right around the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was Timed well, incomplete.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by the...
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's Carr to sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. The 1st first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nice man, complete over the middle. It's Moore. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Carr to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For George Kittle, incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now it's Stafford. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out Out of the gun, Stafford. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, Stafford here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former Broncos scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Stafford. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
At the 19-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 40. Chargers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown. George Kittle, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Gold lining up for the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
First down at Stanford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Broncos add on.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. Accelerating and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
He's taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
The field goal is good.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. This is Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And the 11.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Connection made with Chenault. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
93.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. They'll get this one to cut complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Carr completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
26, Saquon Barkley.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
You have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He was
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A 3-yard pickup. And
they'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Saquon Barkley.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Denver.
Throwing here, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Stafford. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.